Today's topic for discussion is a description of a specific plant, that is Abelmoschus esculentus. This is the member of family Malvaceae, and the common name of this plant is lady's finger. It is a vegetable crop cosmopolitan plant. That means it occurs throughout the world. It is grown as a vegetable everywhere for its fruits. Fruits are also called as lady's finger. Just I told you it is used actually a vegetable. Some wild varieties of Abelmoschus are perennial and often cultivated as an annual crop in temperate regions of the world. And it grows up to 2 meters in height. It is the member of family Malvaceae. Habit of the plant: it is a small herb which we grow in our farm. It is annual herb, biannual herb, commonly grow in warm temperate regions, also in tropical regions of the world. And the entire plant is covered by trichomes, which are spiny. The root system of the Abelmoschus esculentus is branched. It is a taproot system. Stem is green. Entire stem is covered with trichomes, and if you cut the leaf, mucilaginous substance is there in the stem, leaf, in all flowers, fruit, in all parts. Okay. Presence of mucilage, it is the characteristic feature of Malvaceae family plant. Okay, next. This is the leaf of the Abelmoschus esculentus. Leaf is simple, palm-like leaf. Simple leaf, that means it has a petiole, that is a stalk, and a lamina. If the leaf is having stalk, it is described as petiolate leaf. The entire leaf is ovate, shape of the leaf is ovate. It is green in color, and venation is multicostate. Multicostate means more than one costa is there. Main veins are, in each lobe one main vein is there. Many costa are there. That means because of formation of the division of the lamina, 3 to 5 costa are formed in the leaf. Has such venation, it is a reticulate venation. It is multicostate reticulate venation. Main veins are more than one. That is multicostate reticulate venation. Okay. How is the phyllotaxy? Arrangement of the leaves on the stem or branches. That is called phyllotaxy. Alternate phyllotaxy occurs in Abelmoschus esculentus. The margin of the leaf is serrate and base is auriculate. Base of the leaf is auriculate. What is auriculate base? The base of leaf resemble an ear. The base of leaf is large, expanded structure. The leaf bases are winged that forms a pair of lobes. The lobes are partially surrounded the parental stem. In most of the cases, the leaves are sessile, which is having auriculate base, but this is the petiolate leaf of Abelmoschus, and leaf base is auriculate. Okay. And leaf apex, it is acuminate, means tapering apex is there. Apex of leaf is acuminate. Tapering apex. Next. At the base of the leaf, a small leafy structure occurs. When the small leafy structure occurs, such leaf, that leafy structure is called as stipule. And when stipule is present in the leaf, that is described as stipulate leaf in taxonomy. Okay. And texture of the leaf is glabrous. In most of the recently developed varieties, the texture is glabrous. But in most of the varieties of Abelmoschus, texture is not glabrous. It is spiny, not spiny. It is clothed with trichomes, many trichomes. Okay. Next. Inflorescence and flower. Inflorescence. Cymose, solitary, axillary inflorescence. Cymose, solitary type of inflorescence which is axillary. occurs in the Abelmoschus esculentus. How is the flower? At the base of the flower there is no bract. Bract is absent in the flower. Such a flower is described as ebracteolate flower. Bracteole absent. Bract is absent. Okay. Pedicel. Pedicel is present. Pedicel is the stalk of the flower. When the pedicel is present in the flower, that is described as pedicellate. Okay. And symmetry of the flower is actinomorphic. Actinomorphic flower. That means in any vertical plane, if you divide the flower, two equal parts can be divided. That such flower is actinomorphic flower. Okay. Sexuality of the flower. In the flower, androecium as well as gynoecium are present. Androecium consists of stamens, gynoecium consists of ovary, style, stigma. Hence, both the androecium and gynoecium present, such flower is described as hermaphrodite flower, or it is also described as bisexual flower. See this in the photograph, all the floral part, they are originated from the base of the ovary. Hence the ovary is hypogynous, or it is also called as superior ovary. Thalamus is absent in the flower. Color of flower is white, yellowish, light yellowish white. It is very beautiful yellowish white. Okay, next. This is the front side of flower. We have shown, we have tried to show you twisted aestivation. In twist there are 5 petals in the flower, and twisted aestivation, one petal, both the edges of one petal are totally inside, both the pages of one more petal is totally outside, and remaining 3 petals they are arranged alternately, one edge outside, one inside, one outside, one inside, like this. Such arrangement of the petals in the flower, that is described as twisted aestivation. Arrangement of petals or sepals means aestivation. Aestivation in the corolla, aestivation in the flower is twisted aestivation occurs in the flower of Abelmoschus esculentus family Malvaceae. Next. This is the androecium. Androecium consists of stamens, and there are many stamens. All the stamens united, the filaments of the stamen, they are united to form a tube-like structure. That tube is known as, that is described as staminal tube, through which the style runs, and this staminal tube is formed by union of filaments, and such a bundle is formed, the bundle of stamen is formed, that is called monodelphous condition. This is the monodelphous condition of stamen. Okay. Monodelphous condition of stamen is a characteristic feature of family Malvaceae, and this occurs in all the plants of Malvaceae, and this is the Abelmoschus esculentus. In this case, the monodelphous stamens form a staminal tube around the style. Okay. Monodelphous condition is present. Okay. The filaments are very short. Anther lobes are kidney shaped. The anther lobe is attached to the filament by the dorsal region, by the basal region. So it is basifixed, and anther is monothecous. Dehiscence of anther, when the pollen grains are well developed inside the anther lobe, naturally the anther lobe split open longitudinally. Hence the dehiscence is longitudinal. Next slide. This is the gynoecium of Abelmoschus esculentus family Malvaceae. Gynoecium, it consists of ovary, style and stigma. See, a typical characteristics say that style is long, pass through the staminal tube, and stigma is 5 lobed. There are 5 lobes of stigma at the top of the style, which is situated, and ovary is superior. There are 5 carpels in Abelmoschus esculentus in this variety which we have selected for dissection purpose. In this 5 carpels are there, but in several varieties of Abelmoschus esculentus, the carpels are 6, 7, 8 or 10. We call it as Gauran Bhendi. We have seen more than 8 carpels and more than 8 locules also. Okay, and here in this photograph we are showing 5 carpel, and it is a pentacarpellary ovary. Carpels are 5, pentacarpellary ovary. Okay, placentation means attachment of the ovule to the ovary wall means placentation. Placentation is axile. Okay, next, this is a fruit which is edible, and mostly the tender fruits are eaten as vegetable, and it is a longitudinal capsule. Whenever naturally dry up, it split open into 5 walls because it has pentacarpellary ovary. 5 walls are opened and the seeds are released. Okay, this is a longitudinal capsule. Okay, this figure we have tried to show you the axile placentation. Transverse section of fruit showing attachment of placentae to the central axis. What is placentation? Just I told you. Arrangement of placenta within the ovary is termed as placentation. In other words, it is the mode of origin and arrangement of placenta of the ovule inside the ovary. Okay, and axile placentation is shown in the photograph. Next. Thank you very much. Save trees, save earth.